Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace. Rest whenever you need to. Feel free to skip things or change things if they're not working for you today. Let's begin sitting. If you have something you want to sit up on, you might grab a blanket or cushion or block and come into a comfortable cross-legged position. And you can either close your eyes or take a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. Start to slow down your breath. And let your attention drop down to the base of your pose. Just feel the parts of your body touching the floor or your props. From that grounded base, lengthen all the way up through the top of the head. Without losing any of that height, just take a scan through your body and see, is there anything to let go of? And anytime you notice your mind has wandered onto other things, just as soon as you notice, see if you can come back, feel where you are right now, feel your body, your breath. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. So let's start with a side stretch. We'll bring the right arm up and over. You can lean onto your left hand or elbow, reaching through the fingers, grounding down through both sit bones, and then start to circle your arm back behind you, reaching as far back as you can. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch. And then curve around through center and come all the way over to the other side. Big side stretch, grounding through both sit bones. And then start to circle your arm back behind you. Reach as far back as you can. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch. And again, curve through center all the way around to the first side. Take one big circle. And you get to the beginning, curve around through center all the way over, one big circle. And then this time, let's curve to center and stay there. So you can lean into your hands, your elbows, or all the way down. And just folding forward as much as you can. Letting the weight of your body release towards the floor. And then walk your hands back in, rolling up. Bring the hands to the floor behind us, fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back, your elbows back, and then lift the chest. Take the chest as high as you can, sternum rising up. And then release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll up from the base of the spine and come to the other side. So other leg in front or on top. We'll drop the right ear over to right shoulder. Press down through the left shoulder, stretching left side of the neck. You might lift or lower your chin, exploring the different parts of your neck, finding what's interesting, what's useful. And then rotate your chin to your chest. Come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, but now a little bit more through the right side. Let's rotate chin to chest. Come back to the first side and then go back and forth a few times. Half circles or 3/4 circles. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head and let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of the neck. Let's release the arms, head floats back up. Again, hands to the floor behind you, shoulders roll back, elbows roll back. And then puff up the chest. Take it as high as you can. Let's release, come up, hands to knees, round back. And then roll your way back up. Let's bring the feet to the floor, hip width apart. Shift the hands to the floor in front of your feet. Take a little rock front to back. Stretching the toes as you go forward, getting into calves and ankles as you go back. Go as slow as you need to, so you're exploring your full range of motion, but being careful about where your limits are, not going beyond them. And then drop the heels, lift the hips. Let's come back to hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You can take any arm position here, any movement. Letting go into the pull of gravity, letting your head hang, even the muscles of your face kind of hanging down, changing the shape of your face. Let's plant the hands near the front of the mat. We'll step back into a high push-up position. And then lower down, elbows hugging the sides. Come into your back bend, and this could be as low or high as feels right for you, cobra or up dog. Exploring it as if it were brand new. What are you feeling in your body now as you do this? And then back to down dog, hips high. Take your time, exploring with movement, or just letting your attention travel through your body, feeling each shift of weight, each moment. From down dog, let's take the right leg up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Now, if this would work better for you from tabletop, feel free to drop the left knee, or you could do this from forearms. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a couple times, big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher, and then a big step forward. Let's take a low lunge. We're going to drop the back knee. If you want to pad it, you could roll up the side of your mat, or if you have a blanket or cushion, you might use that. And if you have blocks, you could use those under your hands, if that's useful. You may want to adjust the distance between your front foot and your back knee. If it's too tight of an angle, take the front foot a little further forward, and let's sink the hips low, looking for an opening at the front of the left hip. Keep the hips sinking forward. Next inhale, sweep the arms up. Just one breath. Release, hands to the floor. Let's make our way back to down dog. You might take a vinyasa, high to low push-up, up dog, or cobra to down dog, but you're welcome to skip any part of this, add your own movement, take the time you need. Let your transitions be for you. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling, nice and slow. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times, pulling the hips up and back as you do. Take your leg a little higher, and then a big step forward. Low lunge, you might adjust the distance between your legs. You might pad your back knee, you might use blocks. Keep hips sinking. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, release. Step back, making your way back to down dog through whatever movement transition feels right to you. Let's rest in down dog, or you might come down to child's pose or to sitting or onto your forearms or knees, any neutral shape. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Let's take the right leg up to the ceiling, one breath. Step forward, low lunge. Arms up, one breath. Let's release, hands to the floor or to your blocks. We'll come back for a hamstring stretch with a top of the ankle stretch. So we're going to have the hips right above the back knee, going in the direction of hips square, in the direction of a flat back, in the direction of that right foot flat. It may not be flat, but spread the toes and try and get your toes towards the floor. In the direction of folding. And then wherever you meet your edge, that's where there is to breathe, that's where there is to be. If it's difficult to reach the floor and you have props, come up as high as you need to, and come all the way up to the highest setting. Let's shift weight forward. We're going to come to a high lunge now. Tuck the back toes, extend the back legs straight, and we'll set up for a twist. Left hand can be on the floor or a block. Right arm lifts up, going towards a straight, long line through the arms. Nice long line from your head to your back heel. Can you have even less weight in that bottom hand by pulling up more? Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, low lunge. Arms up. Release hands to the floor or to a couple blocks. Hamstring stretch with a top of the ankle stretch. Take the hips back until they're right above the back knee. Toes spread towards the floor. Long spine towards a flat back. Your weight forward, high lunge, tuck the back toes, extend the back leg straight. Right hand can be on the floor or a block. Lift the left arm high. Last breath. Release. Make your way back to down dog. Five deep breaths. Down dog, child's pose, sitting, any neutral shape. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Even out your weight between your toes and your heels. Draw the belly in, supporting length through the back. Shoulders drop. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. From down dog, let's come into a pigeon pose right side. We're going to slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg. Help the hips get as low as they'll go. You might see if some support is useful, a little something under the hips, the chest or forehead. Settling towards the floor. Keep stripping away what's not needed. Is there any excess tension around the face, neck, shoulders that you might let go of? Let's bring the upper body back up. If you have something under your hip and it's in the way, slide it out of your way so you can lean to the right. And then we're going to bring the left knee forward, getting set up for half hero, left side. Might roll your calf muscle out of your way. Try and have the shin in nice and close, toes pointing straight back, knee pointing straight ahead. Feel free to sit up on something or put a little padding under the ankle if you need. We're going to lean back onto the hands, pick up the hips just for a moment, tuck the tail, keep that tucking to open up the front of the left hip. And you can stay here on two hands or test the waters. If you want to come lower, you might come to one elbow, could come to two elbows. Some people may want to come all the way back, but it's not necessarily better to go lower. You're finding the height that keeps the stretch in the quad and hip flexor and out of the lower back or knee. To release, I'm going to lean to the right. Straighten out that left leg and then give a little rub to the joints, the knee, the ankle. Circle your ankle. Work out any tightness from what we just did. Then we're going to fold over that straight left leg, janusirsasana. So right sole of the foot at the left inner thigh. Fold forward. You can use your hands wherever they're going to best support you. If you're able to grab your foot, you can do that. If you can't, you can use a strap or scarf or hands on the floor or some combination of those. Lengthen and fold. Let's release, make your way back to down dog. Feeling whatever you're choosing to do. Using your movement transition to integrate what you've just done. Take care of yourself. When you're ready, left knee comes forward, pigeon pose, left side. You might adjust the angle, you might grab props. Settling in. Trying to keep that slow, steady breath throughout. Bring the upper body back up, take your time. If you have something under your hip, slide it out of your way so that you can lean to the left. This time bring the right knee forward, hero, half hero on the right side. You can make any adjustments, add any props, lean back, pick up the tail, the hips, tuck the tail, and then release back down. You can explore staying where you are, going lower, coming up higher at any point. So you stay at your edge, adjusting the shape so you're at your edge, and that may shift. Keep directing the stretch from the hip to the knee, lengthening down. To release, let's lean to the left, straighten that right leg out, and give a little rub to the knee or ankle. And then fold over that straight right leg, janusirsasana, left sole of the foot to the right inner thigh. Use your hands wherever they're going to best support you, on the foot, on the floor, some combination. Let's release. Last movement transition. You might take a seated vinyasa or move in some other way. Evening out the two sides. Checking in with your body. I'm going to start winding things down. You're welcome to keep practicing if you like. If you do want to wind things down with me now, I'm going to suggest a supported fish, but maybe there's some other way you want to finish. If you want to join me for supported fish, you're going to need some props. If you have a couple blocks, that could be good. You can lie over just about anything, from a rolled up blanket, an extra yoga mat, a couple books with a towel over it. Something is going to go behind the upper back. Foam roller. The harder and higher this thing is, the more intense it will be, the softer or smaller the thing is, the less intense. So find an intensity that suits your needs now. Depending on how high the thing you've chosen, you may want something else supporting your head. So another block, couple books, cushion. Legs can be bent or straight, arms can be overhead or out to the side. Try and drop the chin so the back of the neck is long. If the placement of the block doesn't feel quite right, feel free to adjust it. If you're new to this pose, it can take some time finding how it works. When you find something that's workable, settle in. Can you let the weight of your body melt over your props? In a moment, we'll release. If you want to stay longer, you could, of course, stay longer. This could even be your final resting pose if it's relaxed enough for you. If you're ready to come out of this, one gentle way of doing so is to interlace fingers behind your head. Use your arms to lift your chin to your chest. Lean to one elbow, moving your props out of your way. And rolling back down. Let's check in with your body. What's needed now? Is there any last pose or stretch? Anything you want to do to feel complete in your practice? If there is, take the time you need. Really anything or nothing. If you are ready to come into your final rest, you can also take your time getting comfortable if you want to adjust your clothing or grab props. You might do a little self-massage if there's parts of your body that need help releasing. Eventually settling into stillness and letting go of the control of your breath. slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Let this movement increase through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. And come to a comfortable cross-legged position. Bring the hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a good rest of your day.